Hi, today we are going to have a little bit of fun with two rollers. So hopefully you have that in order to do the series because it's a little bit more challenging and a little bit more entertaining. So what you're going to do is go grab your two rollers and place them in parallel position. We're going to start just lying onto our back surface, but with our roller behind the back of the upper spine and your feet onto the roller at the lower part. So in this position, when you're ready, we're just going to go for a nice big stretch of your upper back over and behind, and then curl the top of the shoulders forward and looking in front. And again, lengthening your upper body over the roller's edge and then rolling yourself forward. So we'll do another one like that as we go over and behind and then coming back up. From here, we're going to raise the pelvis up into the air and feel that your upper back now is in the position you were just in before. From here, we're going to keep our feet on the roller edge and see if you can create a little rolling of your upper back to shoulders and then down towards lower ribs. So it's a lot more challenging than when we do it on the floor with our feet steady. So if you're feeling like you're cramping or anything through the lower body, remember the option is always to put your feet back down onto the mat surface. And then one more time like that, and then lowering the pelvis back down towards the ground. So we'll do another two, just lifting the hips up into the air. And you might not be at the highest bridge you've ever made, but that's not the point. The point is, what can you do with these two balancing surfaces underneath you? And again, pelvis is coming up, head is going down in comparison, and then pelvis down and head coming back up. All right, from here, we're going to send ourselves up into a sitting position, and we're going to have the roller on the left side and in front of you. So can we come up into kneeling and place your left hand onto the roller in front and your right hand palm facing up onto the roller at your side. At the same time, the two move away from each other and you get into a spiral to look under your arm and then bringing yourself back up. And again, threading yourself through into the twist and then coming back tall. Now, when we do twisting, we don't want to bring our weight over to the leg side or the arm side, so you don't want to shift everything over. You want to still be as balanced as possible on your two legs and with your weight over your two thighs. And then coming back. From here, we switch sides, so roller goes off to the right. So we have right hand onto the roller at the front, left hand at the roller on the side. So go closer to your roller's edge if you need to, and then going into the twist to look under and then coming up. Now we all know that we have one side a little smoother than the other, a little bit freer. So maybe that's happening for you, or maybe you're noticing that this isn't the free side. So again, nothing to really write home about, just to notice that that is what's happening for you. And then traveling yourself back in. So a little bit of nice movement through your upper body. So we're going to take that into a balancing motion. So pulling the roller in so that it's balanced on the lower leg, and then your hands are coming onto the roller at the front. So if you ever need to, you're just going to keep your toes touching the floor. So you'll notice that I'm probably going to do that through some of these moves. So, at the end of the day, we are balancing on something pretty unsteady. So the wrist position is important. Try not to pull the roller back and create too much of a crease at the wrist fold, but really feeling like you're holding your body weight up and away from the roller. We're going to lift the toes when you're ready, so we're in a nice, easy balance. It starts simply. So we're going to send your left arm forward and in front, and then we're going to roll the arm backward towards the wall behind, and your palm should be facing the ceiling, and then we spin the arm and the palm is facing down to the mat, and then the hand is back on the roller. And then we switch to the other side, reach it out, spin it around, palm faces to the sky, and then letting the arm return back, the palm will naturally face to the floor. We repeat that again. So as the arm reaches out, remember to not get heavy into your supporting arm, but to still feel very light. So almost like you didn't want to even indent yourself onto the roller. That's how light you want to be. so that your mid body is really holding you very securely on these balancing surfaces. From here, we'll maintain the hands where they are. So double check that you've got your shoulders balanced over your wrists. And then we're going to extend out through the right leg. So we're going to reach it away towards something behind you and then pulling the knee back in underneath. And again, other leg reaches out and traveling in. Now, when we have forelimbs on the floor or on the surfaces, it's easy to balance our weight. When we have three, it's not as easy. There will be a little shift of weight from side to side, but that doesn't give us the excuse of wanting to just lean and collapse into our legs. We've got one more each side. Think of that leg reaching away, but the inner legs, the seam of the inner pants going towards the other leg, so that you're really sort of feeling the spiraling of your thigh bone inward rather than turning the leg out behind you. All right, let's go. This is where we're going to have a little bit of a balance challenge. Can we send our arm and our leg out? And then can you hold that position and then send the arm back, palm to the ceiling, palm to the mat, and then returning them both. And then other side, lengthen out. Like I said, you're probably going to see my toe touch down. Arm spins around to the back. Arm comes to the front. And then everything returns. We'll go another one time to each side, so stretching and lengthening. Find the pause. You might need to stay just where you are with your arm and your leg lengthened and avoid doing the arm motion. And that's also fine. We've got to start where we are and then other side lengthening out. Now, if your rollers are too far away, that's going to completely change where your balance is and how you move. This is harder to balance and talk and do than you think, and then coming all the way back down, but we don't want to make any excuses. So we've got our rollers now changing position. So we're going to take them so they look like a capital T, and then we're going to slide ourselves all the way into a rolled position. So having your tail and your head supported on the roller in the center, and if you've got something like a hair clip in the way, move it out. And then the arches of your feet ideally sort of supported very naturally over the curve of the roller at your foot side. To begin, we're just going to hang out here and then lengthen your legs away from you and then drawing the roller back in. So we want to feel, okay, the roller can move out, I can straighten my legs, and the roller can move in as I bend my knees. And again, one more time as we move the roller out and as we move the roller back in. So now let's do that movement, but we're going to include our arms traveling over behind us and then bringing the arms down towards our side. And again, stretching the arms and stretching the legs and then bringing it all the way back in. One more time like that, nice and easy, creating length through our limbs and creating the sense of steadiness through our trunk area. So from here, we're going to bring your right leg up into the air and we're going to send your left arm into the air. So at the same time, we're going to lengthen the left leg and the left arm over and then bringing them back. And again, two more as we stretch and as we bring it in. And then one more time, lengthen and returning it in. Stay with the right leg in the air, switch your arm hold. And then from here, again, lengthen long and in. Now, to make things a little more challenging, even in this position, is if you don't let your elbow touch the floor on the left side, will make it a lot more challenging to hold your balance than if you just relaxed your elbow down. So you choose what level of challenge you are after. Let's switch our legs over. So left foot coming up into the air and then right foot over the crease or the mold of the roller. And then we're going to send our right arm up to the sky. Right arm, right leg stretch out and then they come back. And again, lengthen long and return. One more time together as they go out and as they come in. And then we're going to switch our arm shape. So again, left arm is up and left arm goes back, right arm goes out and return. Two more. So keeping your leg balanced over its hip socket and then returning everything back down. So hands to the floor, feet on top of the arc. From here, we're going to send our two arms all the way over, back behind you. And you're going to nod your head forward as you curl yourself up and lengthen your legs away. So you're going to be in like the hundreds position. And then we're going to roll the head down and pull the roller back in towards you. And again, curving the top of the head up, use the weight of the arms pulling down to give you a little bit more height in your chest, and then lengthening those legs out nice and long, almost like they were lengthening from underneath your rib cage. And then one more time as we do that motion, going all the way forward and looking between or over the tops of the toes, and then back down. Now, please remember this next move is a little more challenging. So if you need to, you just stick with that last variation. So with this one, we're going to go for our full roll up. So as we curl up, the head lifts up, the arms push down, the legs roll away, and we peel ourselves up into a balance. Now you're going to be sitting just a little bit behind your seat, and then we're going to roll you back down again, rolling the roller in and sending the arms over and away. And again, arms lift up, head and chest curl forward, legs roll you out, and you're up into your balance. Now, all of this is about timing. If you do the upper body or the lower body too soon or too late, it's not going to feel as smooth in any of the directions. And again, curl your body up and roll to the top, find your balance. I have a visitor, hi. And then lowering yourself all the way back down onto the mat surface. All right, from here we're going to bring all of that off and let's step the feet away. Let's roll you down onto your mat surface. Have a moment just to feel like you feel amazing. All right, bringing yourself up into a sitting position, and I'm going to leave you with that joyous little workout to have a play with. I hope you find two rollers because it really is a delight to use them both. Anyway, have a good time and we'll see you in a video again soon.